Hello, welcome to our channel. Yes, if you are seeing me for the first time, my name is Medilock and I'm saying a very big welcome to you. This video was meant to be a live stream, but because of bad network I couldn't continue our communication, our conversation in that live video, so I have to shoot this video as a straight recorded video to be uploaded. Okay, so guys, if you're seeing me for the first time, please, you're welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel, and you didn't do it on your own. God led you here. Please don't go without subscribing. Just click the subscribe button and join us here, and make sure to turn on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video like this, you'll be the first to be notified. Okay, so in our today's video this evening, I want to discuss spiritual happening. Yes, the story of spiritual happenings. Yeah, that is how I titled that video. I want to talk to us about some of the things that you don't know. Life is not straight. Life is not linear. Life is not the way you see it. There is more to life than the way you see it in the physical. Okay, so if you have good knowledge of what is happening in the realm of the spirit, then in this physical life you take more caution and you'll be more aware, and nothing will happen to you. You will just be fine. Yes, so guys, I want to tell us the story of an ambitious guy. Yes, this is true life. It's not a story you read on the book on this other. No, this is true life confession. Okay, so a young guy who is very ambitious, but I have to use that word is because he's still alive. This young man is a man that is into the work of God. Yes, he has a small church. Okay, and this church was a church that is, having few congregation, but this young boy, at the age of 25, when this thing started happening in his life, he was just 25 years, and as we are speaking right now, he's around 33 years, 34 years, thereabout now. So this guy this thing did not happen in Nigeria, so please cancel Nigeria out of it. Okay, this one happened in another country entirely. So I got this information and I would like to share with us so that we can learn one or two things from it. So this young man had a friend in the city, because where he was pastoring, his own church is in a local government. It's not in the main heartbeat of the city. So, and he has this vision to grow his church to a bigger mega church. He follow all these mega big pastors he see online, on TV and all that. He admires them and he really want to have power so that he can perform miracle. But this guy, before he went into the underworld, he was praying for people who have headache, they got healed. People who had little fever, they got healed. People are looking for job, they get jobs, but he was not satisfied. He wants a situation whereby he'll be doing abracadabra, people will be somersaulting in his church. So this young man went to the city, called his friend over the phone, and the friend told him that he should come, that he is going to introduce him to a bigger pastor in the pastor of their own church. So he now took himself to the city and arrived at his friend's place. So the friend now said that we are going to travel to so place. So they went there and they booked a hotel. So when they booked their hotel, towards the evening was going deeper when a lady arrived, knocked on their door. They opened the door and it was a lady very pretty from head to toe. So the lady, not knowing that the lady is on a mission, the lady was part of the spiritual process. Yes. So he and the lady, the friend, accepted, welcomed this lady, but this guy, being a born again brother that is born, you know, but he really have this personal desire to have power. So he was seated, and this his friend and the lady shamelessly started performing some kind of things that are not supposed to be done in the presence of another person. And so he was so ashamed and so shy at what they were doing, and then I invited him to join them. And he was like, what? How can you ask me to? This is an abomination in the first place. This, that. You know, but they were able to convince him. And while they were doing this in his presence, he started wanting to join them. It's like there's a spirit, because the lady is not a complete human being. She came from the kingdom, in quote. So every part of her body is so attractive, and the kind of attraction that is spiritually laced. You understand? So this lady, this guy joined them. It became a threesome or whatever. And when that was over, the guy now, his friend now told him that, welcome, you have performed, you have passed your first assignment or test or hurdle. So having done that with that lady from that kingdom, every other thing that will make somebody to feel bad about doing bad things, now his heart became so closed and darkened. He has forgotten about this the story of sin, 10 commandments, all those ones. Now they were behind him. So the only thing he wanted was to get power. So the guy now took him to another place for the next tax, and they were going through taxes, and the final phase of the tax that they got to, which is one of the captivating parts of the story, was that they told him that he is going to fight with an animal. They are going to set him up with an animal to fight with at 12 midnight in an open field. So they gave him a sword, and they asked him that, they told him that whatever animal that comes forth, he should make sure he fights with the animal. The animal can kill him, and he must kill the animal. So if he couldn't kill the animal and the animal kills him, then he will die. Then this mission is over. But if he succeeded in killing that animal, then he must have passed that phase of the test, or of the spiritual, is a stage by stage. So they now gave him a sword, and they closed him. They pushed him into the field, and then they closed the fence behind him, and they were standing watching from afar. So somebody from somewhere released a wolf that just came in with fury, was heading towards him. So he has to either save his life or kill that animal. So he fought tirelessly and killed that wolf. So he was able to stab the animal in the heart, like in the chest, and he was able to kill that animal. That very same hour, his mother died in her sleep in their village. So when they left that place, he didn't know what was happening. They congratulated him, and they put him in a very big vehicle, and they drove him to, the guy handed him over to the people, the grandmasters of those places. And the guy said something. He said some of these big people, he saw them in regalias, in all these occultic regalias. Some of them were big men of God that he knows on TV and in places. But he was like, his mouth was like, he couldn't talk. he's shocked beyond words, but he has gone far to go back. So they took him to somewhere, and he has to sojourn in that place. So he has to stay in that house. The house belonged to one of the biggest pastors in that country, and in his house there are 2 dining tables. One, his children, they eat on it, and the other one, him and his wife eat on that table, the pastor and his wife. So he was lodging in the guest wing of the house. So whenever they serve food, they'll go and call him to come and dine or wine with them. So the table contained 12 chairs. So it's a very massive dining table. And the surprising thing is that on top of that table, all the chairs in the table has a food served in front of it. Every chair has a table, as if there are people that are coming to sit down and start eating. So, but it was just only 3 of them that were eating on that table. So he now asked, he was inquisitive, he now asked the pastor, he said, why is it that we are not eating with your children, and then this table is filled with every chair is served, and there are no people here? The pastor laughed and said, well, we have guests and they are here, so eat your own food and stop asking questions. So he ate his own food. He went back to his wing where he was staying. So this kept on going on for 7 days. After 7 days, they now took him to a park to return back to where he's coming from. So he was in the park while seated inside the bus, waiting for the bus to take off. A man with a very hard, strong face now came to the bus in a haste and handed him a black bag and said, take, this belongs to you. Don't open it until you get home. And the man walked away. He couldn't even ask the man any question. The man just, as if, he just hurriedly walked away. And he couldn't open it. He was scared. So when he got home, he opened the bag, and the bag was full of hard currency. It was in dollar bills, $100 bills, in bundles, wrapped. So much money that he has ever seen it, even in his dreams. So from that time upward, he started having strange happenings. When he's sleeping, they'll come and invite him to somewhere, and then they started giving him different things, telling him to do this and that, and then they told him that anytime he needs money, he should reach to the bag in his wardrobe, carry money, and buy whatever he wants to buy. He should just keep using that money. Yes, they didn't tell him. Remember, these people, they will not tell you the end, the negative part. Yes, let's go back to his mother. His sister called him and was crying on the phone that the mother died. And he now remembered that hour that the mother died, that was when he killed that wolf, that animal. So his mother was the one that was metamorphosized into an animal for him to be able to, if it was his mother that appeared before him, he will start arguing with those people and he will delay them. Although he will still kill them. If he doesn't kill her, he will still kill her. If he doesn't kill her, they will make sure he does that, or they will do it for him. Yes. So when they went for the burial, the casket was sitting on the floor, on the table, like during the wakekeeping, or that lying in state, and the mother will come out of the coffin and stood before him and say, why did you do like this, that? He was not afraid, because his heart has already been exchanged with the heart of stone. So from that burial, he went back to his own area where he's staying, and then he started doing his miracles. Yes, they told him from their meetings, one of their meetings, that he should invite the television station. He should carry camera, live video, life coverage, so that when he wing his hand like this, people will fall down. Do like this, people will fall down. And then his story started going around. Ah, this person, that person, this person. But at night he cannot sleep. And they told him that he must not have any relationship with any woman. He should not marry. He should not do a hair. He should not have children. So he started having a lot of members, crowd. And the funny thing is that he said even the offering of the church is taken to the church account. He doesn't use it. The money he is spending is from that black bag in his house. So a time came, the money ran out. He put hand, there was no money inside. He now complained at their meetings. They said the grandmaster told him that, look, the blood of your mother has run out, so you need to do another sacrifice before you can receive money. And also the power you are using in the congregation will go down, in the church will go down also, run out also. So you need to make another sacrifice. So his brother that is schooling in Canada, he just died. They brought his cup home. This time around now, they don't allow him to make choice again. Anywhere his relatives are, his blood are, they started taking them one by one, until he remained one relative that he has. They were killing them without his permission. The first one he killed by himself was his mother. But the subsequent ones, they were taking them by themselves. And the thing is that the rate at which the blood is running out, he became afraid, he became scared, because before I know it, the blood is finished. Another person will just die, so that the money can be appearing. He started feeling guilty. He started feeling bad. He wanted out, and they told him that there's no way out. He said, okay, please, the next sacrifice, they should use him. They should not use him. They said, no, it's not possible. You have to remain as a link for us to be using other people. If we kill you now, then who do we have covenant with in your family? They finished all his siblings. Those ones in South Africa, those ones living in Uganda, those ones living in the US, those the one living in Canada. They will just die. They'll bring them home. They will just die. Both back and forth. That is, old one and young ones. He was the only last person standing with his sister. When the junior sister saw these strange happenings in the family, she ran to God. And the reason why I'm giving us this story is because I want us to know that there is power in the name of Jesus Christ. And God is still in the business of answering prayer, no matter where you run to, no matter what your situation is. So the sister ran to God. Remember, the word of God said that the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is saved. Who is a righteous person? He who confesses his sin and repent of them and hold on to God and have faith in God. You are considered and termed righteous. Yes. So the sister was praying day and night. And then anytime when the people wanted to take the sister, they couldn't. So they handed over the assignment back to him and said, she's your sister. Go and get her for us. You have to get her for us. He was like, I don't even have the heart. That is the only human being I have left in my family. What life is this? Within the space of how many years, everything is gone. What is this? I don't want this again. Take everything. Take the church. Take everything. Take everything. They say, no, it's late. So they will ask him to go and get the sister. He will go. He will get lost in the realm of the spirit. So the sister was praying very hard and he couldn't get her. And he started suffering. he started everything that he had. He started going down, but yet they don't want him to leave. He said they should take it. They refused to take him, and the punishment continued. So within few months or years and few months, he started having all these calamities. So guys, things are happening in the realm of the spirit. I have loads and loads of this kind of stories to tell us. Yes, because I get messages and I get live confessions from some people. So guys, please, now the guy is there. He's no longer going to church. The church is no, he opened the church, but yet he cannot operate the church again. In fact, is that a church? Please leave your answer in the comment section. That is not a church. So imagine such a person will put hand on your head. What will happen to you? So many things are happening, and we need to learn, we need to have knowledge of these strange happenings so that we can know where the real power is and where there is no power. So at times some people will be doing shouting and shouting, gathering people, and you don't know which power they are using. And at times some people will use your star, lay hands on your head, hold your hands and take it away from you in the name of praying for you or impartation. Develop your personal relationship with God first, and then you will see that when you pray on your own, in your house, in your closet, you will see that there's God